Northeastern. Got a very extremely active weather pattern. We could have some flooding troubles as well as tropical troubles. Well, not any tropical storms or hurricanes, but we will have some sort of tropical wave head up inland across the eastern portion of the United States, and it could cause major trouble. Nevertheless, we're looking at viewers sent in photos and videos across the area. Taking a look here at Robert Stone here from North Carolina near the Hot Springs area, looking east on Interstate 40. Look at this back on Friday here. Looking very beautiful. You see those cumulonimbus clouds off in the background, those tall anvil-style towering clouds. So thank you, Robert, for sending that in. And take a look at Brian Winters here from the Day Hollow Road in upstate New York, the Susquehanna region of the southern tier of New York, taking a look at a very beautiful landscape back last Wednesday, which last Wednesday happened to be my birthday, so looking very beautiful. It was a very beautiful day to behold across the area. Look at all that farmland and that beautiful sky here, showcasing the best of upstate New York. And then getting right into Lucas D. from Linden, Texas. Look at this. Across the beautiful area, beautiful skies, foliage, and whatnot to be had. So beautiful footage here, Lucas. Getting right into the forecast, starting off with the tropics. As I said, that little blob over the north central Gulf of Mexico has very little chance to develop, but it will cause a major problem up the Mississippi River Valley, the Ohio River Valley, the Allegheny River Valley, and eventually the upper Susquehanna River Valley. Getting right into precipitation amounts across the country. Not much to speak of out west, but look at right here across the Mississippi Delta all the way up the Ohio River Valley to the Susquehanna River Valley. Look at that large swath of 5 to 10 inches, and that even snakes its way into Pennsylvania and New York State, southern Ontario, and northern New England. So this is not very good news. I know we need the rain, but we do not need it to come down in this short period of time, and much of this will be following late Friday into the weekend. So this is putting a damper on weekend plans. Looking at the forecast, your weather pattern, of course, we've got the troughiness here ejecting into the eastern part of the United States. We have that cutoff low here, that tropical wave, and it will run up along this stalled out stationary front and will cause some flooding troubles across the area. Getting right into those weather maps, starting off here with your Friday TGIF. Look at the northeast here, where if you go inland about 100 or 200 miles, we're socked in with heavy rain. Of course, it won't be all day rain, but most of it will fall within an hour or two of each other. So you'll have these individual clusters and even some shields that develop, but lots of clusters of these thunderstorms and heavy rainers that develop across New York, Pennsylvania, southern Ontario, and northern New England here. And some of these locally could be up to 2, 3, maybe 4 inches of rain on any given day over this 3-day period, because look at, you will have very warm temperatures. Dew points will be in the mid to high 70s. Even some areas could hit near 80-degree dew points. So this air is going to be moist, supercharged, and ready for a very long duration event here across the Northeast. And yes, it's been dry as of late, but if you get too much falling, if you get some of these training thunderstorm lines and training heavy rainers that develop across the area, we could have some serious problems, especially on the smaller creeks and streams. So, getting right into your Saturday here, that stationary front slowly comes to the southeast here. You see it draping across upstate New York here, meeting up with even more moisture streaming in from the Mississippi Delta here in the Ohio River Valley. We're have some serious problems here as that wave starts to enter just off your screen here. Lots of moisture streaming out ahead of it. I say the worst chance of flooding would be north of Interstate 80 right now and west of Interstate 81 here on Saturday. Sunday that'll change, it'll slowly progress to the east, but you see temperatures really holding on to that very tropical air mass into your Sunday. That front starts to move, it starts to progress here as a cold front, and we will start to feel the effects here behind the front, less humidity and better temperature-wise, but here we're going to have to deal with continued showers and thunderstorms. We're really socked in here across the northeast part of the United States here. It's not looking like a very good weekend, and we continue with the heat and humidity here, and that will bring on, especially in the afternoon, those heavy showers and thunderstorms. And like I said, precipitable water values are going to be very high across the northeast. Taking a look at your Monday, look at this. Still very, very bad weather here across much of the northeast. We are progressing it though. We're slowly progressing it, so we're starting to clear out here across the lower Great Lakes. But nevertheless, we're still dealing with the problems, especially pushing towards the coastline. Now take a look at this map. This is Friday. This is your forecast heat index values across the northeast. Look at this. We're approaching 100, even near the Syracuse area, combining the heat, humidity, and the dew points. So this is a very tropical air mass. So if you get out there and do yard work or whatnot, you probably don't want to overexert yourself. And across the northeast, take Saturday. This is the Saturday time window. These are precipitable water values. If you take the column of air from the surface of the ground all the way up to the cloud, even beyond the cloud base level, about 2-3 miles up, you're going to get, if you were to rain out all that moisture in a particular cylinder column, you would get, and look at this, many areas approaching 4, 5, and even 6 inches of precipitable water in many of these areas. So precipitable water, it doesn't mean this is the forecast rainfall amounts. What this means is we could have some serious problems if any one of these storms starts developing and redeveloping in the same area. So in 10 seconds, I'll have a 5-day outlook for my hometown viewers from Binghamton to Scranton's Upper Susquehanna region of upstate New York and northeast Pennsylvania. Don't forget to like me on Facebook at MeteoMark, subscribe to me on YouTube at MeteoMark.com, it's Twitter at WX Northeastern, Google Plus at MeteoMark. Here's your 5-day. Wow, this is quite different from the previous 5-day I gave. Look at this, Friday through the weekend and the next week, thunderstorms and heavy rainers every day. Look at this. We're averaging about 1 inch to 1.5 inches each day, but like I said, locally, higher amounts in some of those training thunderstorms and training rainers that develop. And look at this, very tropical to start out here, even though with the clouds getting up near 90 into the beginning of the weekend. We start to cool it down by the end of the forecast period, but thankfully here, by Tuesday and Wednesday, we're starting to push a lot of that moisture out of the area, and things start to dry out and get cooler. That's going to do it for this edition of Weather Northeastern.